topic which we are studying is constraint motion. Okay, ma? So this topic is very important to solve the problems of Newton's laws of motion. Clear, ma? So the next topic which we study is Newton's laws of motion. So to understand Newton's laws of motion, constraint motion is very, very important. Clear? See, ma. So what is meant by constraint motion? Constraint motion means, clear, ma? So constraint means limits, no, ma? Constraint means somebody is applying, somebody is controlling some another body, that is called as a constraint. Okay? So it means that if one body is moving under the control of another body, then such type of motion we can call it as constraint motion. Are you able to understand? See, ma. So therefore, how I write the definition of constraint motion? If motion of one body, clear, ma, is controlled by motion of another body, clear, then it is called constraint motion. Then it is called constraint motion. Are you able to understand, ma? If motion of body is controlled by motion of another body, then that type of motion we can call it as constraint motion. Okay? So let us try to understand this one by taking one example. See, ma. Consider this is an inclined surface. Okay, ma? This is an inclined surface, and consider this is a fixed wedge. What kind of wedge is this one, ma? It is a fixed wedge. Fixed wedge means it is fixed to the ground. Clear, no? Wedge means any piece of wood, you can call it as a wedge. Piece of wood is called a wedge. Clear, no, ma? So this is a wedge which is making a particular angle of theta. So inclined surface is making an angle of theta. Now on this body, if I place a body of mass m, okay, ma? If I place a body of mass m, then what will be the moment of this body? So consider this is a frictionless surface. There is no friction. Consider all surfaces are frictionless surfaces. Are you able to understand? Now can you say this body will move in which direction? Downwards direction. So the only one method which it has to travel is, definitely it has to travel in this direction. So there is no other option. Clear, no? It means motion of this small body m, it is dependent on motion of this wedge. Or you can say it is dependent on this wedge. Clear, no? Shape of this wedge or motion of this wedge, anything you can call. So therefore, for an observer standing on the ground, so consider this is an observer, clear, ma? So who is standing on the ground and he is observing this body, clear, no? So this is the observer who is observing this body of mass m. Then to this observer, how motion of this body appears to be, ma? Motion of this body appears as if it is coming downwards the inclined plane. That is what this observer will observe for this body, no? Clear, no, ma? వీడికి ఈ బాడీ ఎలా కనిపిస్తుంది? కిందికి వచ్చినట్లు కనిపిస్తుంది. అంతేనా? ఇంకా వేరే ఆప్షన్ ఏం లేదు కదా? Now let us see one more example. I will take the same wooden wedge, ma. Same wedge I am taking here. Clear? So now what is happening to this wedge? So this wedge is not fixed. Okay, ma? Wedge is not fixed, and coefficient of friction is 0, and here there is a body of mass m. So here also coefficient of friction is again 0. Are you able to understand? Now can you say there is one more observer who is present on the ground, clear, ma? Now to this observer, how this body appears to be? Previously in this condition, wedge was fixed, no, ma? It was a fixed wedge. And you said that for this observer, this body appears to be coming downwards the inclined plane. Are you able to understand? Now here what is the condition? Here also we are taking the same wedge. But this wedge, it is not fixed to the ground. Ground kadi fix avvaledu. And coefficient of friction is also absent. There is no friction at all. Clear? There is no friction between ground and the wedge on the ground. There is no friction between this small body and this wedge also. There is no friction. Frictions are absent. Now can you say to this observer how motion of this body appears to be? Huh? This body will move backwards. Why? Definitely, Sima. M will apply some force on this body in backwards direction. So when this body starts coming down, this bigger wedge, it starts moving backwards. Clear now? So therefore, this mass small m, it will have two velocities. One velocity is it is coming downwards also, Nama. One direction is it is coming downwards. Similarly, this mass m, it is not losing contact with the wedge, no? Is it losing contact with the wedge, ma? Contact to wedge to contact ni lose avutunda adi? No. So wedge is moving in which direction? Wedge is moving in this direction. Wedge is moving in this direction. So therefore, this mass small m also, it will move in this direction also. Similarly, it will move downwards the inclined plane also. So therefore, this mass small m, it will have two velocities. One velocity is in this direction, one velocity is in this direction. Okay, ma? So therefore, what is the net resultant velocity? This mass small m, is it losing contact with the wedge? Wedge to contact lose avutunda leda? No. And similarly, it is coming downwards also. No? Why it is coming downwards? Because there is no friction. So definitely it will come downwards. Are you able to understand now? So therefore, this mass small m will have two velocities. What are those two velocities? So if I take this is mass m, so it will have two velocities. One velocity in this direction and one velocity downwards the inclined plane. Okay, ma? So let us consider this is v1 and this is velocity v2. And what is v1? v1 is the velocity of the wedge only. That's all, no? v1 is the velocity of wedge. So this mass, definitely it will have a velocity of v1. Similarly, downwards the inclined plane, it is having a velocity of v2. Are you able to understand? Now what is the total net resultant velocity of this body? For this mass, what is the net resultant velocity? Two vectors are joined by tail to tail, no? What kind of addition is this? Parallelogram rule of addition. So how can you solve parallelogram rule of addition? Add the vectors. First of all, duplicate the vectors. How to duplicate the vectors? If this is v2, this is also v2, no? Clear, no? If this is v1, this is also v1. This is called parallelogram rule of addition. Vectors are joined tail to tail, then duplicate the vectors, construct a parallelogram. So draw the diagonal from that point where tails are joined. So this is my resultant. Clear, no? So therefore, this mass, it appears to be coming in this direction. For which observer? For this observer. Are you able to understand? But in this condition, in this condition, to this observer, this mass appears to be coming only in this direction. Clear, no? But to this observer, in this condition, this mass appears to be coming in this direction. Clear, no? So motion of this small m, it is depending on what? Motion of small m, it is depending on wedge only, no? Are you able to understand, no? It means motion of this small m is controlled by the motion of wedge. So this type of motion we can call it as constraint motion. Are you able to understand, no? If motion of one body is dependent on motion of another body, then that type of motion we can call it as constraint motion. Are you able to understand? So if I am walking from here to there, my shirt, my pant, everything also will move along with me only, no? Clear, no? Or is it possible I am moving, my shirt is present here only? That is not possible, no? It means motion of my shirt is controlled by motion of my body. Motion of my shirt depends on another body. So it means if motion is dependent on motion of another body, then that type of motion is nothing but constraint motion. Is it clear, ma? Make a note of this one. Okay. Sima, let us try to understand constraint motion in simple steps by taking some simple examples. Sima. So these are two masses. They are connected by a rod. Clear, no? What is this body? This is a rod. Clear, no? And this mass m2, let us assume it is moving in this direction with a velocity of 5 meters per second. Clear, no? Mass m2 velocity is how much, ma? Mass m2 velocity is 5 meters per second. Okay. Now, can you say what is the velocity of mass m1? 5 only. How can you say? Velocity of mass m2 also 5 meters per second, how can you say? See my rod, why I am taking rod here? Rod is inextensible. Clear no? What are the properties of iron rod or a steel rod? It is inextensible. No? Inextensible means what? You cannot increase the length of this rod. Length of this rod cannot be changed. Clear no? So this is an inextensible rod. So therefore, if you take one point, what is this point? This is the point which is connecting this mass M2, and same point is connecting the rod also. No? If you are taking this point is connecting two bodies. It is connecting mass M2 also. It is connecting this rod also. Are you able to understand? So then what will be the velocity of this point? No? Velocity of this point also will be 5 meter per second. Clear only, no? LKG కాన్సెప్టే, మీరు ఏందో ఐఏఎస్ లెవెల్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అనుకోకండి. ఎల్కేజీ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఇంకోసారి క్లియర్గా చెప్తా ఉన్నారు. అంటే ఎల్కేజీ సరిగ్గా చదివి ఉంటారు కదా మీరు, అందుకు క్లియర్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ పాయింట్ విచ్ ఈస్ కనెక్టింగ్ మాస్ M2 and it is connecting the rod also. Clear? So therefore velocity of this point is also 5 meter per second, because this point is in contact with the mass, and mass is a rigid body. Mass is what kind of body? Rigid body. Rigid body means what? Distance between 2 points in a rigid body you can never change. That is called as a rigid body. Clear ma? For example, if you consider this pen to be a rigid body, if you take 2 points on this rigid body, here you take 1 point, here you take one more point. Clear ma? Point A, point B. So whatever may be the force you apply on this pen, you should not be able to increase the distance between the 2 points. That kind of body is called as a rigid body. Are you able to understand ma? Now this mass M2, this also we are considering as a rigid body. Okay, because it is a rigid body and this point is in contact with the rod as well as the mass. Mass velocity is 5, no? So therefore this point velocity also will be 5 only. Now if you take one more point, this point velocity will be how much? That also will be 5 meters per second only. Why? Because a rod is what kind of body? A rod is an inextensible body. You cannot increase the length of this rod. Clear now? So therefore, because you cannot increase the length, if this point is having a velocity of 5, this point also will have a velocity of 5 only. Clear? Now if you take one more point here. Now what about velocity of this point? Velocity of this point is also 5 meter per second. Velocity of this point also, again it is 5 meter per second only. Are you able to understand? No? Now what is this point? This is the point which is connecting the rod as well as the mass also. Now this point, it is connecting the rod also, it is connecting mass M1 also. So therefore this point velocity also will be 5. Therefore the velocity of mass M1 also will be 5. Ade kada actual ga logic. Clear nama? So all the points, the distance between these points is not increasing. So distance it is not increasing means all of them they are rigid bodies. Clear nama? So therefore if velocity of mass M2 is 5, velocity of mass M1 is also 5. Okay? Because velocity of every point on the masses as well as the rods, they are having same velocity. Okay? Same statement I can write like this also. Same statement how I can write. Clear ma? So instead of velocity I will write a speed. Speed of every point. Speed of every point on the rod in the direction of rod. In the direction of rod is same. Can I say like this now? Clear? Speed of every point on the rod. In which direction? In the direction of rod only. It is same. Are you able to understand? So therefore rod is moving in which direction? Rod is moving in this direction. No? So what is the speed of this point? 5. In which direction? In the direction of the rod. In the direction of rod only. No? Similarly, you take this point, what is the speed? 5 meter per second, again in which direction? In the same direction. Speed of this point, 5 only. In which direction? In the direction of rod only. So all the points in the direction of the rod, they will have same speed. బాగుంది కదా? కొండంతవి ఎలకన పట్టినాం అనమాట. ఇంతసేపు డిస్కస్ చేసి ఇదే మీరు చెప్పింది అనుకుంటా ఉన్నారు కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఒక అద్భుతమైన ప్రాబ్లం ఇస్తాను, చేయండి. So I will give one problem based on this condition. You have to do that problem. Concept is what? This is the concept. Based on this point you are supposed to do. And this type of constraint we can call it as rope constraint. Clear Nama? So instead of rod, now I will take a rope. Rod badal em తీసుకుంటాను. Instead of rod I will take a rope. And rope is also having which property? Inextensible property. So distance between 2 points in this rope I can never change. Actually we can change slightly, but we are taking ideal rods and ideal strings. Ideal strings means where you cannot increase the length between them. Clear Nama? Okay, let us see. So constraints, basically there are 3 types of constraints. Rope constraints, clear. Second one is pulley constraints, and the third one is called as block constraints. 3 types of constraints are there. So first one which we are discussing is rope constraints. Okay, and this one is nothing but rope constraints. What is meant by rope constraints? Speed of every point on the rope is the same in the direction of the rope. That's it. Clear? Rod badalu rope raskunta unnam ante. Okay. So let us see one question based on this one and see how you can answer this question. So this is a body of anything mass, or you can call it as body A, and this is a pulley. Rope is passing through a pulley, and here we are connecting another body B, and the rope is making how much angle? Let us consider it is making an angle of 53 degrees. So velocity of this point, if it is 5 meters per second, then speed of this point is 5, then what is the speed of point B? That is the question. Clear one? Come on, see how you can answer this question. Concept have you understood, ma? Okay. So this is some surface, table like surface. So here we are fixing one pulley. This is a pulley. Clear? Through the pulley a rope is passing. One end of the rope is connected to block A, another end is connected to block B. Clear, no? So velocity of this block is how much, or speed of this block is how much? 5 meters per second. And the rope is making how much angle? Rope is making an angle of 53 degrees with respect to horizontal. Then at this condition, when this angle is present, what is the speed of this block? That is what I want to calculate. Okay, ma? And you have to calculate this one by using which logic? This is the logic which you have to use. Clear, ma? Speed of every point on the rod in the direction of the rod is same. That's it. Clear? Come on. Try cheyandi. Here everything is about whether you have understood this LKG concept or not. ఈ ఎల్కేజీ పిల్లల కాన్సెప్ట్ మీకు అర్థమైందా లేదా అనేది విషయం అనమాట. క్లియర్? సి ఎల్కేజీని ఇంకొంచెం క్లారిటీగా చదివితే అది అడ్వాన్స్డ్ అనమాట. అర్థమవుతా ఉంది కదా. ద మోర్ బెటర్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ సెకండ్ క్లాస్ కాన్సెప్ట్, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఐఐటి అడ్వాన్స్డ్ కాన్సెప్ట్. క్లియర్? సిమా. So what is the point here? We have written speed of every point on the rod in the direction of the rod should be same. This is what we have understood now. Now see. So if I take this block A, what is the speed of this block A? 5, no? Then what is the speed of this point? Kapali? 5 only. In which direction? In the direction of rope. Rope is in this direction, no? 5 meters per second. Now if you take speed of this point, 5 only. In which direction? In the direction of rope only. 5 meters per second. Now if you take speed of this point, again 5 only, because all of them they are present on the rod only, no? They are present on the rope only, no? And the rope is what kind of rope? Inextensible rope. So every point must have same speed. That's all, no? So therefore speed of this point is also how much? 5 meters per second. But in which direction? Again in the direction of rope. Clear, no? But if you take the speed of this point, the point which is connected to the rope and the block, okay, ma? That point speed also will be how much? 5 meters per second only, again in the direction of rope only. Because that point is also present on the rope only, no? So every point on the rope should have same speed. But the same point is connected to block also, no? The point which you are taking here, that is connected to rope also, that is connected to block also. It means block also should have speed in this direction. Block also should have speed in the direction of the rope. But when this body moves in this direction, can you say block will move in this direction? If you apply force on any body on the ground, will the body come along with the force? It will slide on the ground, no? మీరు ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేస్తే బాడీ పైన ఒక ఇన్ పర్టికులర్ యాంగిల్ అదే డైరెక్షన్లో ఇట్లా గాల్లో ఇట్లా వచ్చేస్తుందా? రాదు కదా. ఇట్ విల్ స్లైడ్ ఆన్ ద గ్రౌండ్. ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ అమ్మా? సో దేర్ ఫోర్ వాట్ ఐ సే దట్ velocity of block B will be definitely in this direction. Okay, then what is this velocity? What is this speed? If this block A moves in this direction, block B cannot go in the air, no? It will slide on the ground. With what velocity? With the velocity of VB. Then what is this velocity? 5 meter per second. Adendi mari. That should have been one component, that's all, no? Already we studied splitting of vectors, no? That velocity should have been one component, horizontal component. Clear, no? So therefore what I do is, I take this velocity VB, clear? And I split this velocity into two components, such that one component is present in the direction of the rope. One component deni paina undali? Rope paina undali. Clear, no? And what is the rope direction? This is the rope direction. Clear, no? Rope is like this only, no? So rope is making how much angle? Rope is making an angle of 53 degrees. If this is 53, what is this angle? This 53 అయితే ఇదెంత అవుతుంది? 53 నే అవుతుందా? అబ్బో, కరెక్ట్. So this angle is also 53 degrees only. Clear, no? So therefore now what I will do, I will split this velocity VB into two components such that one component is in the direction of the rope. Because in rope direction also block is having some velocity, no? In the direction of rope also, block VB, it is having a velocity of 5. Clear, no? So therefore what I will do, I will split this one into two components like this. Ila rendu components ga split chestam. We know how to split vectors into two components, no? Here angle should be 90 degrees. So let us draw a good diagram. Okay, ma? That's it. So here angle should be how much? 90. That is called rectangular components, no? Clear, no? Splitting of a vector into two rectangular components. Okay. Now to this angle 53, what is this side? Opposite side or adjacent side? Adjacent side. This one? Opposite. This one? Hypotenuse. This is the vector which we are splitting, no? Whatever vector you are splitting, that becomes the hypotenuse also, that becomes the resultant also. Already we have studied, no? Clear, no? So therefore adjacent side will be VB cos 53. Clear? Opposite side will be VB sin 53. Clear now? So what is VB cos 53? This is the velocity vector in the direction of rope. Ante kada? Rope velocity is how much? 5. So VB cos 53 also should be 5 only, no? Are you able to understand, no? Because this block is having this much velocity in the direction of the rope, and rope velocity is 5. So therefore VB cos 53 also should be 5 only. Clear now? So therefore what is the note point here? I have to write. Note point is that we are splitting the velocity of block B. We are splitting velocity of block B such that one component is present in the direction of rope. One component is present in the direction of rope. Clear, nama? So ఈ బ్లాక్ VB velocity ఏం చేస్తాను, నేను రెండు కాంపోనెంట్స్గా స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తాను such that one component is present in the direction of rope. Clear, nama? And which is the component in the direction of rope? VB cos 53. So VB cos 53 must be equal to 5. Clear, no? So where shall I write? I will write here. Clear now? So therefore VB cos 53 is equal to 5. So therefore VB value is 5 divided by cos 53. Clear now? So 5 divided by cos 53 value? 3 by 5. So it is 25 divided by 3 meter per second. That is my answer. Understood now? Very simple concept. Just we are splitting velocity Vb into two components such that one component is present in the direction of rho. So therefore, rope velocity already we know, no? So this point also should have same speed in the direction of rho. That's all. So therefore, what is Vb velocity I got 25/3. It means block Vb is moving in horizontal direction with how much velocity? With a velocity of 25/3 meters per second. That is our answer. Understood, Nama? That's it. Make a note of this one. So that is our answer for the first question. So after that, I will give you some more questions. Try to answer. Okay, ma? Second question. Velocity of the ring is how much? Clear, ma? Similarly, one more question. Question number 2. Clear, pa? Third question. Three questions. Okay, come on. Try to do them. So these are the three questions which are given, Nama. So here, this is a ring, ma. Inside the ring, a rod is present. It means a ring can be movable. Either it can move either in upwards direction or downwards direction. Ring can move only in vertical direction. Because inside the ring, rod is present, you know. Clear, Nama? Either it can move like this or downwards direction only. Because it is also a type of constraint motion. Clear? Now to this ring, we are attaching one rope. Rope is passing through a pulley, and again it is connected to one more block. And velocity of the block, when it is 10, clear, Nama? And when angle is 37, then what is the velocity of the ring? See, my velocity of block A changes, velocity of ring also will change. Similarly, when this angle changes, then also ring velocity will change. Are you able to understand? Okay, now see. So what we have studied, same concept, you know, on the row, every point should have same speed, but in which direction? In the direction of the rope only. So therefore I will say velocity of this point is also 10 only, no? Velocity of this point is also 10 only. Similarly, velocity of this point is also 10 meter per second. Clear, no? But a ring cannot move in this direction, no? A ring will move in which direction? In upwards direction. When somebody pulls the rod like this, a ring should move in upwards direction. No? So that velocity of the ring I will take. Okay, ma? Velocity of the ring. Then what I have to do? I have to split this one into two components, such that one component is present in the direction of the rope. That's all. No? Because this ring, it will have this velocity also. Okay, ma? So one of the component should be present on the Rope also, because this point is common to rope also, to ring also. The point which you are taking here, it is connecting rope also, no? It is connecting ring also. Clear now? It means this point should have velocity in this direction. So ring also should have velocity in this direction, not total velocity. One component should be in this direction. Clear now? Oka component ఖచ్చితంగా ఈ వైపుకు ఉండాలి కదా, but net resultant velocity should be in this direction. Resultant velocity should be in which direction? In this direction. So therefore that resultant velocity, I will split this one into two components such that one component is present in the direction of the rope. This is my rope direction, and how much angle it is making? It is making an angle of 37 degrees. Clear number? So therefore split this one into two components. This is how I split number. So here angle should be how much? 90 degrees. So this is VR cos 37 and this is VR sin 37. Are you able to understand? So VR cos 37 is in which direction? In the direction of rope. Rope speed is 10. So therefore definitely I can say VR cos 37 is nothing but 10. So therefore VR is equals to 10 by cos 37. So 10 divided by cos 37 value is 4 by 5. So it is a 50 by 4 meter per second. That is my answer. Have you understood? Very simple concept. Is it clear now what we are doing? Clear now? So this point, it is touching ring also, it is touching rope also. So this point should have speed how much? 10. It means a ring also should have a speed of 10. In which direction? In the direction of rope. But a ring cannot move in this direction. It means that velocity 10, it is one of the components. Are you able to understand? So therefore total velocity I split into two components. Clear number? So ring is moving in this direction with a velocity of VR cos 37, in this direction with a velocity of VR sin 37. If you take the resultant of these two, this is my velocity. So it means finally ring is moving in this direction. But it will have two components. Understood? That's it. Very simple. Clear? Now let us see the second one. Now if I see this velocity, see now. Now what is the velocity of block A? 10. Velocity of this rope? 10 only. Velocity of this point? 10 only. Velocity of block B? 10 only. That's all. That is my answer. Nothing is there here to solve. Clear now? Now if you take this one, this is slightly different. See ma here, in this condition, blocks are present on the wedge, no ma? In this condition, blocks are where they are present on the wedge. Are you able to understand? And there is no angle between rope and the block. They are present in a straight line. So all velocities will be equal. Okay. But if you see this condition, clear nama, velocity of block A is in this direction, but rope will move in this direction. No? Rope will move in which direction? Rope will move at an angle of 37 degrees. But a block will move horizontal. Are you able to understand? So therefore what I do, I will first of all, what is the velocity of the rope? Do I know? Here I know the velocity of rope, no? 10. Here also I know the velocity of rope, 10. But here what is the velocity of rope? I don't know. Rope velocity, is it given? Rope velocity is not ikkada. Kani ikkada telusu kada manaku. Here I know rope velocities. Here rope velocity also I don't know. Okay? Mudassir sunna paile. Listen carefully. Clear no? So what I do is, first of all I will try to calculate velocity of the rope. Then I can calculate velocity of block B. Is it clear? So let us see how we can do. Okay? See ma. Listen very carefully. So block A is moving in which direction ma? Block A is moving in this direction. So this is the velocity of block A. How much it is? Velocity of block A is 10 meters per second. That's all. Rope is present in which direction? Rope is present at an angle of 37. So where is that angle? 37. This angle is 37. Correct only, no? Rope is present at what angle ma? It is present at an angle of 37 degrees. Okay. If this angle is 37, what is this angle? This angle also 37. No? What kind of angles they are? They are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. And vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay. So if this is 37, this is also 37. But rope is moving in this direction. So therefore what I will do, I will split this VA into two components such that one component is present in the direction of the rope. Clear now? How I will split this one? So this is how I can split this one now. I can split like this. Sima, you should be a master of splitting. Splitting cheyatanlo meeru expert అయిపోవాలి. Okay? Otherwise you can never do the problems of physics. ABCDలు నేర్చుకోకుండా గ్రామర్ నేర్చుకోవడానికి పోయాడంటే ఎవడో అటు ఉంటుంది అనమాట. Clear? So let us see. So this is VA cos 37. Adjacent side nama? Adjacent side is always cos theta. VA cos 37. Opposite side? VA sin 37. That's all nama? So what is VA cos 37 ma? That is the velocity of block A in the direction of the rope. It means the rope velocity should be how much? VA cos 37. That's all. Because if you take this point which is connecting the block as well as the rope. So this point, it will move in this direction, in the direction of rope. Because if block A moves horizontally, rope moves at an angle of 37 degrees instantaneously at that particular instant. Are you able to understand? So therefore this point, velocity is nothing but velocity of the rope. And how I got this velocity? This 10, I have split into two components. Okay? It means that this block A, ఈ block A, ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో కూడా వెళ్తూ ఉంటుందని అర్థం. It is moving in this direction also. It means it has velocity in this direction also. And it will have velocity in this direction also. So net resultant velocity is this much. Are you able to understand? So finally velocity block A is moving in this direction. But it will have one horizontal component and one vertical component also. Clear ma? So horizontal component is nothing but velocity of the rope, because rope also moves in the same direction. Clear na ma? So therefore what is the velocity of rope? Velocity of rope is nothing but VA cos 37. What is velocity of block A? 10. So 10 cos 37. Clear na ma? So 10 cos 37 value 3/5. Okay ma? So 3/5 or 4/5. Cos 37 4/5. So 5 ones are 5 twos are 8 meters per second. So what is this 8 meters per second ma? This is the velocity of the rope. Okay. So first of all I have calculated rope velocity. But that is not what I want. No, I want block velocity. So therefore what can I do? I have done only half of the problem. Clear na ma? Rope velocity also I don't know. First I calculated rope velocity. But I want what? I want velocity of block. ఇప్పుడు ఎలా చేద్దాం చెప్పండి. Now how can I do? VB you want to split into two components. Okay. Sima. Velocity of the rope is how much? 8. So therefore this is rope only, no? So in the direction of rope, speed should be how much? 8 meters per second. Similarly, if you take this point, it is also on the rope only, no? So every point on the rope should have speed of 8 meters per second. In which direction? In the direction of rope only. Clear na ma? Similarly, if you take this point, which is connecting the rope also, block also, it will also have how much speed? 8 only. Clear na ma? But velocity of block B will move in which direction? Block B will move in this direction. It will move on the ground, horizontal direction. So therefore what I will do is, I will split this block B into two components. Clear ma? So this is block B now, velocity of block B. So split that one into two components such that one component is present in the direction of the rope. Rope is making how much angle ma? 53. So this is 53. Clear? So this one is VB cos 53 and this is VB sin 53. Fine. VB cos 53 is in which direction? Rope direction. What is the speed of the rope? 8. So VB cos 53 should be 8 only. Clear number? So this is nothing but 8 here. Okay. So therefore what is VB value? VB value is equals to 8 by cos 53. Cos 53 value 3/5. So it is 8 5s are 40/3 meters per second. So that is the velocity of block B. Block B is sliding on the ground with how much velocity? 40/3 meter per second. That's it. Fine. Okay. Make a note up to here. Shall I give one more question? ఇంకో క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్తాను చేయండి. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా ఎలా చేస్తూ ఉన్నాము. సో ఎవ్రీ పాయింట్ ఆన్ ద రోప్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ సేమ్ స్పీడ్ ఇన్ ద డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద రోప్. రోప్ డైరెక్షన్లో రోప్ పైన ఉన్న ప్రతి పాయింట్కి ఒకే స్పీడ్ ఉండాలి. క్లియర్? దట్స్ ఇట్. ఓకేమా? సో నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ లైక్ దిస్. ట్రై టు డూ దిస్ వన్. Same question, just I am changing the data. This is the question. Clear, ma? Come on, try to answer. So, let us see this problem. Again, same concept. So, velocity of block A 20, velocity of rope I don't know. Okay, no, ma? So, first of all, what I have to do? First of all, you should find out the velocity of the rope. Then only I can find out velocity of the ring also. No? Clear, no, ma? So, therefore, what is the velocity of block A? 20. So velocity of block A is 20. Clear, no? So VA is equal to 20 meter per second. Clear, no? So now this VA I will split into two components such that one component is present in the direction of the rope. Rope is moving in which direction, can you say? Rope is moving in which direction? Rope will move in this direction. No? Clear, no, ma? Wait a minute. Okay. So velocity of block A is 20, but rope is moving in this direction. No? If block moves in this direction, rope will move in this direction. Correct only? Okay. So therefore rope is making how much angle? It is making an angle of 53. This angle is 53, then this angle is also 53. Clear, no? So therefore this is the direction in which rope is moving. What is this angle? 53. Then what is this angle? 37. So total angle 90 degrees, no, ma? Total angle, this total angle is 90. If this is 53, this is 37. Clear, no? Okay. Now split this VA such that one component is present in the direction of the rope. Clear, no? So this is 20 cos 37 and this is 20 sin 37. I am not concerned about this one. So what is this 20 cos 37? This is nothing but rope velocity, no? So 20 cos 37 value 4 by 5. So 5 ones are 5 4. 50. Oh, I think 20 correct o kada mari. No, this is okay. So 5 ones are 5 fours. So total 16 meter per second. Clear number? So what is the velocity of the rope? Rope velocity is 16. Clear number? It means if you take any point on the rope, it should be having a velocity of 16 meter per second, and this is also having a velocity of 16 meter per second. Clear, no? Now, etlama 20 into కొంచెం మాస్ తీసేసి చెప్తే అర్థం అవుతుంది. 25 ఎందుకలా అట్లా అంటావా? ఓకే నేను చెప్పింది దీని ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్. ఓకే. సో rope velocity is how much, ma? Rope velocity is 16. Now see ma, therefore this point it will also have a speed of 16 only, no? 16 meter per second. But the ring will move in which direction? Ring will move in this direction, no? So take velocity of the ring. So this is the velocity of the ring. Clear, no, ma? But rope is in which direction? Rope is in this direction, which is making an angle of 37 degrees. And what is this velocity? This velocity, rope velocity, is nothing but 16. So split this VR in the direction of the rope. Clear, no, ma? So therefore this is VR cos 37 and this is VR sin 37. So VR cos 37 is nothing but 16. No? VR cos 37 is nothing but 16 because VR cos 37 is in the direction of rope. Rope velocity is 60. Fine. So therefore what is VR? 16 divided by cos 37. Cos 37 value 4 by 5. So 16 into 5 by 4. 20 ne vachindi. So 4 ones are 4 fours are 5 fours are 20 meters per second. That is my answer. Clear no? So velocity of the ring is 20 meters per second. That's our answer. Fine no? So this completes our topic which is called as rope constraint. Clear? So what is meant by rope constraint? Every point on the rope should have same speed. In which direction? In the direction of the rope. Based on that logic only we have done all these problems. Clear? That's it.